Inspired by the extra time given to me by COVID-19, I am restarting my 2-minute snapshots of South Carolina history. So let's start closer to the start. By 8000 BC, present-day South Carolina was populated by Paleo-Indians whose ancestors migrated over a land bridge in the Bering Strait. From that point, groups moved around less often and began using a greater variety of tools. Things went downhill beginning in the early 16th century when the Spanish arrived. They enslaved the Indians and killed them with viruses their bodies could not tolerate. The French formed a short-lived colony near Port Royal in Beaufort County. Then it was the English turn, in the person of Captain Robert Stanford. He was accompanied by Dr. Henry Woodward, who stayed and lived with the Cusabo tribes for 4 years to establish relations and learn the lingo. In general, the Indians were poorly treated and or enslaved by the English. The British settlement was formalized when King Charles appointed 8 English nobles to serve as lords proprietors, responsible to the crown for what is now North and South Carolina. The first English settlement was made at a coastal point on the Ashley River near current-day Charleston. This was about the spot from which Southern secession from the Union was declared 100 years later. The first major settlers of South Carolina were wealthy farmers from the British island of Barbados. They came to establish large-scale growing of sugar, cotton, rice, tobacco, and indigo dye. Not to forget, they brought their slaves with them. Yes, they also grew peaches. And that's the way it was in the early days South Carolina.